Hi everyone and welcome to this Wake Up Pilates class. I'm so happy to have you here today, and when you're ready I want you to come down onto your mat in a cross-legged position and we're going to start with breathing. So place one hand on your chest, one hand on your stomach, and we're going to inhale and exhale. Let's do that another 2 times. Inhale and exhale it all out. One more. Inhale, feel your belly, and exhale it all out. Perfect. We're now going to come into some lateral flexion, so I want you to take your right arm up and over, and you're going to feel a nice stretch in your right hand side. Let's alternate sides now. Bring your left hand over, and we're going to continue to alternate. Let's do another 2 each side. Feeling a nice stretch in our obliques, in our QL. Well done, guys. Take your arms out to your sides and we're going to do a spine twist. So you're going to give me 3 exhales as you twist your spine. Little 3 pulses as you twist. Let's do another 3. Inhale to center, exhale to twist. I like to think of my spine like a cloth that you're twisting and rinsing out. Feeling some good spinal mobility. Well done. Come into a 4-point kneeling position, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and we're going to do some cat-cow. So you're going to exhale, gaze to navel, coming into some nice spinal flexion, and then we're going to inhale and we're going to arch our spine looking up. Let's do that another few more times. We are really waking up our body for this class, waking up our spine. Exhale as you bring gaze to navel. Inhale as you extend your spine. Let's do one more. Exhale, flex. And then we're going to come back to a neutral spine. We're now going to tuck our toes under, and we're going to lift our knees into a knee hover on our exhale. We're going to push back into a pike, and then we're going to come back down onto our knee hover, keeping our knees off the ground at all times. I want you to inhale to push back to your pike. Exhale as you come forward into your knee hover. When you come forward into your knee hover, I want you to keep your spine straight. We're waking up the shoulders here, waking up the legs. I want you to now hold in your knee hover, and we're going to place our weight in our left hand. We're going to lift our right hand, circle it around, and then circle it back around, lowering it again. Inhale to lift, exhale to circle around, inhale to circle back around, exhale to lower. Following this breath pattern, keeping our knees up, keeping our spine straight. Making sure that we're not rocking in the hips too much. Inhale, lift your arm. Exhale, circle. Inhale, circle it back around. Exhale, lower. Well done. Push back into a shell stretch. Just taking a breath here. For our next set of exercises, we're going to come into some glute work. So I want you to come seated on your mat. Come to about the middle of your mat, and we're going to extend our spines, lifting up, and then we're going to roll back down onto our backs. We're going to scoot our feet closer towards our glutes. Now for this next exercise, we're going to exhale to lift our hips up and our arms come overhead. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. I want you to think about keeping your ribs down as your arms come overhead. You're engaging your core here. The weight is in the back of your heels. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Let's do another 3 here. Last 2. Maintain that rib connection. Well done. We're now going to come back up into a glute bridge. We're going to come into some marches now. So place the weight in your left foot and then raise your right foot. And we're going to alternate sides each time. Option to raise your hands towards the ceiling for a little bit more of a challenge. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower your foot again, keeping your hips up. Your core is engaged here, your ribs are down, and your pelvis is tucked under. Last one here, and then we're going to stay holding in our glute bridge. We're now going to lift and extend our right leg towards the ceiling and lower our arms. Inhale to lower back down. Now let's alternate sides, left leg this time. Exhale, lift and extend. Inhale, lower back down. Staying up in your glute bridge, make sure your hips are up high. You're not rocking in the hips too much as you place your weight in your opposite leg. Just 2 more to go, stay with me. Last one, and then your glutes get a break, I promise. Well done. Lower back down and then hug your knees in towards your chest, releasing your glutes for a moment. We're going to come into some ab work now. So I want you to extend your legs to the ceiling, and we're going to lower and lift one leg at a time, starting with the right leg, alternating towards the left. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keeping your core engaged, your spine is imprinted towards the mat. Last 2. Last one, and then we're going to bring our legs to tabletop. We're going to lift up into an ab core and we're going to hold our shins. We're going to extend our left leg, bringing our right knee in towards our chest, and then we're going to alternate. This is our single leg stretch. As you switch, I want you to inhale, and I want you to exhale as you bring your knee towards your chest. Last 3, keep your spine imprinted. 2, last 1, and we're going to stay up in our ab core. We're going to bring our legs to tabletop. We're going to extend our arms and our legs, and then we're going to do a little crisscross with our legs. Circle our arms around, coming back to center. Let's do that again. Keeping your back pressed flat to the mat, making sure that you are not dropping your head even as your hands come over your head. I want you to remember to keep the ribs down, making sure that there's no flaring in the ribs, that your core is completely engaged at all times. Think of working the inner thighs as you do your crisscross. Last 2 here, and then we can give our neck a bit of a rest. Last one, stay with me. We're almost there. Well done. Can rest your head now. Shake the tension out of your neck. We're now going to bring our hands behind our head and we're going to come up into our ab core. We're going to bring opposite knee to opposite elbow and extend our opposite leg. Exhale as knee comes to elbow. Inhale as you come back to center. Keeping your back imprinted, only lower your leg as low as you can maintain that imprinted spine. Last one here. Well done. Hug your knees in towards your chest. And then we're going to come into some sideline work. So I want you to come down onto your right forearm. We're going to make sure our legs are bent. You're pushing out of your bottom waist and your bottom shoulder. And then we're going to lift our top leg. We're going to circle our knee around. circling backwards, making sure that we are extending at the hip as far as we can. So think of engaging that glute max. This is really good for hip mobility. We're now going to change direction and circle forward. Let's do 8 here. So we have 7 more to go. I want you to inhale as you complete half your circle, exhale as you complete the other half. 3 more circles to go. Your foot stays in line with your knee. We're now going to bring our leg in line with our hip, and we're going to do some pulses up with our knee. Little exhales as you pulse up. Last 2. And then we're going to extend our leg fully now. We're going to tap behind our foot, and then we're going to tap in front of our foot. So creating a little rainbow shape here. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Making sure you're pushing up out of your bottom waist, out of your bottom shoulder. Last one here. Well done. Give your hip a bit of a tap. And guess what, guys? We get to do that all again on the other side. So we're going to start with our hip circles again, making sure that we are pushing out of our bottom waist, out of our bottom shoulder. We're going to lift our top knee, and we're going to circle backwards. We're going to do 8 here. So I want you to inhale as you circle half of the circle, exhale as you complete the circle. Making sure that your foot stays in line with your knee. Let's change up the direction. Remember to push up out of your shoulder. Your hips are stable. Think of engaging your glute max here. Last one. We're now going to take our knee in line with our hip, and we're going to lift up. Little exhales as you pulse up. Let's do another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and extend our leg fully. We're going to tap behind our bottom foot and then tap in front of our bottom foot, like we're creating that U shape again. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower, pushing up out of your waist. Let's do another 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Well done, guys. Give your hip a tap, just releasing our glute a bit here, and then we're going to come down to line on our tummy. We're going to put our hands underneath our forehead. We're going to exhale as we lift our upper torso off the mat. Our hands stay connected to our forehead. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Feeling that nice spinal extension. This is really working our back here. Last 2, keeping our feet on the mat. We're going to lift them on the next round. So now I want you to exhale to lift your legs as you lift your upper torso. So we're getting into the glutes here. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Let's do another 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. We're going to come up now into a push-up position on our knees. We're going to inhale to bend at the elbows. Exhale, press up. Inhale, come into a pike. Exhale, lower it back down into your push-up. Following this breath pattern, making sure that your spine stays in one straight long line as you come into a push-up position. Inhale to bend your elbows. Exhale to press up. Let's do another 3. We are almost done for class today. This is our last exercise. Last 2. Last 1. Well done. I want you to now open your knees and come back down into a shell stretch. We're now going to thread our left arm underneath our right, coming into a thread the needle, feeling a twist in our spine. Let's take that to the other side now. So bring your right hand underneath your left arm. And then we're going to come back into our shell stretch. Just taking one breath here. Your class is over for this morning. And then you're going to roll up through your spine. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. You did so well. And if you have liked this video, please subscribe down below. Give me a thumbs up and share this video with your friends. Bye.